gonna plug this in. All right, let's see if things are good. I think audio's good, but it seems like there's just a lot of background noise over on the Let It Burn channel, but we'll see. See how all that takes place. Let It Burn channel is good. You have an eventful day. Sorry that I'm kind of late. You know, I've been going through some things, contacting people back and forth. Did I make it right when you start? I mean, you're here, so you're good. And you're the first one that chatted, so obviously then yes. Go to subscribers only. Good morning, JR. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, everybody. Today is a great day. Right? We're seeing crypto make some positive moves today, but then anything could happen. Anything could happen. It could all fall down, like Alicia Keys. I don't know if you got that one. Oh, come on. Twitch automatically plays stuff. Good morning, Mikey, over on Twitch. I want a game. Like, I haven't played a game in like so long. I need to play something. We have 8 members that we gained over the 24/7 live stream. Did we talk about Shiba Burn? I finally managed to buy some. Well, that's great. That's great that you bought some. I mean, it helps out SHIB in such a big way. It goes so much further than just like you buying and burning SHIB. It goes so much further than that. I haven't talked to them yet about, you know, building a pool of Shiba Inu to be able to burn off consistently, burn off the APY, and maybe we'll talk about that in a future setting. Let's see. Hey Matt, still waiting on a pop in the Zelda Inu Telegram. We're expecting you, brother. Yeah, I tried to download stuff yesterday and it just wouldn't let me do it on my computer, and it was just weird. So it wouldn't let me catch the link, so I was having trouble with it. But yeah, I was gonna pop in yesterday, but eventually it'll happen. Good morning, Matt. Is Shiba Burn ERC20 still in audit? Because I have it in my wallet, but the price doesn't show. I believe so. I mean, they're in the beginning stages. They haven't gone through, like, they're going through the process of getting listed on CoinMarketCap and all of that. So I'm not sure if it's true, and I would be speaking out of turn by saying yes. But I think, yeah, that's definitely it. You can see the price. You know, I guess you could see the value in like Uniswap if you just decided to take a certain amount, and you could see what that value actually is of how much you do hold. So just go to Uniswap. Let me see if I can actually do it here. So if I go to Shiba Burn ERC20, let's go over to the info here, and we'll go to Uniswap. I believe you can figure out what the actual price is of how much you hold by doing the opposite here. So by taking USDT and basically just going like this and saying whatever you hold, connect the wallet, and that's how much USDT it'll be worth. So I think I have like $500 worth or something. Let me connect my wallet. Ethereum. Yeah, I think I have like $500 worth. So if I take max, it'll tell me how much it's worth, which is $440. So it'll tell you exactly how much it's worth. But Yeah, that's the only way that you can check right now. And eventually, I maybe there's a different way, but that's the way that I would check. It's just easier that way. I've always done that. Let's see. So yeah, if you guys want to buy Shiba Burn, I want to see how many people hold Shiba Burn. So it is 419 people that hold Shiba Burn, which means that transactions went through. So it's not necessarily just about the holders of, Shiba, but it's also about the transactions or transfers that happen, because every transfer that happens, we're going to see amount that goes into there, so you can burn off some Shiba Inu. Oh shoot, I didn't even show you guys anything, guys. What are you doing? Um, so anyways, you're asking about this. I have to do it over again. So people on Let It Burn channel already, no, they didn't see it because they're not even on. We're just showing the chart over there. But the main channel is where you can see this. So if you go over to Shiba Burn, the website, and you go into buy Shiba Burn, you can just switch it and put She Burn up here and go to USDT to get it by the dollar, and then just say the max, and it'll give you the value, which is $440 of She Burn that I do have. So that's that. And that's how you check your price. It's very simple that way. Um, so I think we might have some new people that are coming on board with Shiba Burn as well. Um, some new creators that are coming on board with Shiba Burn. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that they are coming on board, which is a good thing, a really, really good thing. Because then we can have more people that hear about it. I did just see a video from Wolf of YouTube talking about burns, and actually talking about the day where we had 16 transactions, where 12, I think 12 of those transactions were ours, from the Let It Burn channel, and I thought they were going to mention us, but they didn't. I just can't wait until we see, until we burn off 1 billion and show how big that burn party actually is, because we can make this absolutely huge, but we just have to do it the right way, and we will do it the right way. How long before the government really gets involved? Gets involved with what? Like crypto? I don't know how much they can get involved with. Let's be positive and just say we're going to assign the order to study more nothing. Yes. I took a 1 to 2 week break from the market just to beat Elden Ring. Yeah, I want to play that. I don't I've seen so many people talk about it, and I want to play. I haven't played anything. I have my Oculus that I haven't played in a while. I have a PS5 and an Xbox Series X that I haven't played in probably a month, and I'm upset with myself because I usually take some time to play it, and we can also do a stream if we wanted to, and make it something where we're conversing back and forth while I'm playing this game, and it's not really about um, any type of revenue at that point. It's really just about playing a game and enjoying the gaming systems that I bought. I love hearing that, Matt. I know the tech is frustrating. Hope you manage to get through. Else just holler. Yeah, I definitely will. Early bird gets shib. Thanks, Matt. Yep, no problem. How long do you need to watch the live feed to actually contribute? So for the 24/7 live stream that we have going on, you just really need to watch an ad. You watch an ad, you contributed, right? You don't need to, send anything. I mean, if you were a member, if everybody's a member that's subscribed to the channel, we would be able to burn off so much in Shiba Inu, or be able to build up a pot to stake it to burn off. I feel like that is a great idea that was given to me yesterday in the live stream, and we just need to figure out the logistics to it. But let's look at the crypto market, because crypto market is actually up a little bit, and we're seeing um, some positivity here. After yesterday where I made that video, actually that last video that I uploaded at 9 o'clock did really, really well. Talking about Biden and uh, the crypto bill or executive order. And it doesn't really have much details. It's really just speculation. We'll get all the details hopefully today, and we'll be able to break that down today, because that video did really well for the amount of hours that it's been up. Um, by the way, I don't even need one big burn of liquidity pool. You can have multiple liquidity pools and have them all be staked. So in the end, it will still add up. APYs anyway, makes sense. By the way, you don't even need one big burn liquidity pool. You can have multiple liquidity pools and have them all be staked. That's something that I need to get familiar with, because I don't understand that. If you want to break that down to me, we can always meet and we can figure that out, because I'm 100% sold on burning off Shiba Inu, and I think we can do it as a community rather than the devs doing it and not spending as much money. Good morning, brother. Let's ride this roller coaster to the bank. CRO, yes. Yes. CRO is actually doing pretty well. I went into the Discord recently. Yeah, I went into the let's go here. So yeah, I went into the Discord recently and I saw the price. If you guys want to join the Discord, feel free to join the Discord. But yeah, you see the price here of 41 cents, and it's been growing. And I have active prices for CRO. I'm going to be adding active prices for Shiba Inu and other positions as well, just because it makes sense to have all of these prices, out there, right? We know what the symbols look like. I might have separate sections for them. So CRO price, AMC price, Shiba Inu price, all of that. Or I might just have one section to where it has all of the different icons or different listings there. So if you guys want to join the Discord group, feel free to hit that link down below, and you can join up today and join the chat, as well as get all of my spreadsheets that we build over there. Don't overreact. This oil issue is going to cause everything to drop. Yeah, I guess. I would hold. I would hold, and we are going to get some really good entry points. Well, that's good. I hope that it doesn't drop anymore, because I think, yes, you can always have those great entry points, but I'm done with entry points. I've had so many entry points that I need some exit points. I need some quick swing trades. I'm waiting to break even on at 0.00005 on SHIB. I'm planning to add at least 2K to lower my break even. Yeah, that's smart. I'm sure if you add, I don't know how much you had or you had bought in the beginning, but maybe that's not even a drop in the bucket compared to what you did add in there, because I had a total of 5,000 or 6,000 that I added into it, and now I'm down to about 5,500 or maybe even 5,000 flat. I haven't checked in a while. Actually, want to check how much I've gained in Shiba Inu really quick. So let me go over here and type in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Take your time, buddy. All right, let me exit everything, and then we just do that. Crypto.com is great. I was looking into NFTs recently on crypto.com, NFTs, and I wanted to create NFTs there. But I think it's not creating NFTs there. I haven't fully explored it, but I think it's more or less like adding your creation of NFT. It's not created on the platform, but I may be mistaken. So let me go into my accounts, go into crypto earn. Um, so my 202 million is worth 4.8k. So from 6,000 to 4.8k, obviously it dropped quite a bit. I've gained 309,000 coins since I've been staking it at 2% interest. So I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. I do want to hold 1 billion coins. I would love to hold it just because it just I don't know, it just sounds great. 1 billion coins. It gives me the ability to make my moves earlier. And if I'm going to hold up money for the long term, that would be about $20,000 at the moment if I wanted to buy um, 1 billion coins. And that's not necessarily breaking the bank, in my opinion. My CRO as well. Actually, let me go back in here. My CRO, I've gained quite a bit with that. I do have, so Chronodes has been dropping. I do have a bunch that's in MetaMask. So the amount or dollar figure that I have in MetaMask has been growing. However, um, Chronodes has been decreasing. So I haven't been keeping CRN in my wallet. I've been converting it automatically to CRO, which has been a good thing because yesterday CRO was at like 38 or 39 cents, and seeing it at 41 cents is growing by 1 cent per CRO that I have. So I'm good with it. But I've gained about 60 or 70 CRO in total um, from APY, which is good. I'll take it. I will take it. Uh, L Bank 2. Oh, I guess I'm not logged in. Let me go over here and let me log in. So L Bank, I've been receiving 42% from Zelda Inu. I don't know how long I'm going to receive that, and I don't know what the percentage is going to change to because eventually it's going to change. It's not going to be that high, right? But I'm really excited for what I can gain there and what Zelda Inu is going to get to as well, because Zelda Inu is something that I'm very bullish on, very very bullish on. Just wait until we see a crypto run where that's going to go to. I mean, it's going to go to a level that you can't even dream of, right? Because currently, if I go to my uh, deposits, let me bring this up here, and I go to my projects, it's still at 42%, 42.6%, and I've gained a total of 819 um, coins. So you just stake it over here and you gain a decent amount per day, like a really, really decent amount. Like, I don't even know how much 205 is worth. Um, I guess you're gaining somewhere around $1 or so, maybe a little bit less per day. That's great. I'll take it. I will take it all day, every day. And as it grows, it compounds. Yeah, I definitely will take it. I have a ton of FEG token. How do you feel about it? I haven't looked into it. Or wait, maybe I did. I think I did look into FEG, and it might have been something that was on my list. Um, it might have been. So currently, it's up about 7%. In the last, let's look at the last 7 days. The last 7 days, it has dropped from a high point right here, where you had a lot of volume go through, and now you could see that drop. Obviously, everything really fell off. If we look at a month ago, we can see that it did have a more massive drop from a higher point, and then even seeing it, 3 months ago, you're seeing it actually sort of at the lows compared to where the highs are. So let's go ahead and look at it over, history or maybe a year. We're going to see that right now it is at a lower point, right? Because you did see, this valley, this peak, this valley. But what I want to see is, you do have what, 41 trillion that you have out there. That's billion trillion, quadrillion, 41 quadrillion, so 100 quadrillion that's out there. You would imagine that some of that is burned off, probably more than 50% of it. But I do want to check out the, I guess the market cap doesn't give me any detail. But you are going to look at the holders, and you're probably going to see a decent size amount. Yes, around 60% that has been burned off. That's good. Um, you do have one wallet that it's just a contract address that holds 6.5% versus a lot of other addresses that are holding less than 2%. That doesn't scream any type of scam to me. Obviously, you're seeing about 100,000 holders, which is really, really good. Um, yeah, I mean, it shows potential for growth. I don't like the fact that it is over, 160 million dollar market cap, which it has shown that it's gotten higher. So I'm not going to say that it's horrible. Uh, I just always struggle with things that are either either low market cap or they're they're on the average side of market cap or higher market cap. When things are at a in the middle stages, it's sort of scary to me because it's like this could come back down to reality market cap. However, you have 100,000 holders. I would imagine it's not going to unless they decided to all get out of the position. The volume is down right now, and it's probably because you did see a negative day yesterday in the last 24 hours. So you probably see the volume increase as you see this day go on. So it doesn't look like a horrible position. It looks like something that can run, uh, and see $1 billion market cap or at least $500 million market cap. But that's probably in a few months rather than just looking at it short term. We got 139 people here, guys. Hit the like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. That would be great. Could be a Matt hangout and play session for gaming time. Love it. Yeah, I would love it too. I haven't played it in a while. What game do you play on PS5? The only game that I played on PS5 was Miles Morales. I didn't play anything else on PS5. I want to actually download Marvel's Avengers to play the Spider-Man version of that. I'm a big Marvel fan. But I also want to literally play all of the God of Wars because I haven't played God of War since PlayStation 2 or 3? It might be PlayStation 2. I don't really know. Whenever the first God of War came out, that's when I played it. And my brother has been playing every one since. I just didn't. I'm not a PlayStation guy. I was in the beginning, but I'm more of an Xbox guy. I play Xbox all the time. Any news on talking about Shiba Burn? Any news on it? There's no news right now to see how much they're burning or talking to them about, a burn pool or something like that. I did send them a message recently where we have other people that are interested in, even being a partner or being involved in Shiba Burn. And I think it's great to be able to have those partners. And I'm looking for as many people to come onto this as possible. Because again, it's not about my growth. I would love to see bigger creators come on, and if they decide to take the burn party away from me and it goes to someone else, we will 100% support that. What I support is a Shiba burn. What I support is Shiba actually burning off. I don't care about growing this channel to 1 million subscribers. I would love to grow my channel to 1 million subscribers, but it's not something that's like I need every bit of piece of news over in my channel or anything like that. Like I care about burning Shiba Inu. So if we can burn Shiba Inu, that's great. If Shiba Burn can burn Shiba Inu better than we can, that's phenomenal. I will take it. So guys, we have 142 people on here, and I guarantee that 142 people do not have Shiba Burn. If you have Ethereum on your MetaMask that's just sitting there, go and get some Shiba Burn. And this is not financial advice, it's merely just my opinion. You get Shiba Burn and it burns off Shiba Inu. They've already burned off 350 million. They plan on burning off another 200, at least another 250 million on March 22nd on our burn that we do on this channel for the Let It Burn channel. We're looking to get as many viewers as we possibly can to contribute to this, to add to all the pledges and everything like that. So definitely, let me go ahead and get out of this real quick. Oh, you know what? Let me keep it up. We definitely need to up the amount that we're going to put here. And I would imagine Shiba Burn's going to up the amount that they're putting here. And if you look at, a lot of other people that decided to contribute, that's great. We're trying to build up the amount. I don't ask that you contribute anything right now. We don't need to do anything right now. But if you want to build up to that and, it gets out to that day and you want to burn 10 million, let's burn 10 million, right? I'm burning 55 million. And it could be 60 million depending on what the price is. It could be 70 million. You never know. But right now we're standing at, we have 11 pledges for 324 million Shiba Inu that we're going to be burning off. That's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. If we can get to a larger point to where we can create an impact in the fact that burns are going to be bigger. Yes, I don't want you guys to do this every single month. I don't want you to take your money and burn off everything that you own, right? I hope that we can gather, 4,000 viewers, 4,000 concurrent viewers, or 100,000 viewers in total, and have a ton of people contribute to the burns, whether it's just a million, right? If we have 100,000 viewers and 100,000 people contribute to this, we could burn off a lot. If everybody decides to burn off a million and we have 100,000 viewers, right, that's $25. We could see quite a bit that's going to be burned off. So that's what I'm hoping for, but I don't know, because most of my streams during the day have been getting, a max of like 250 viewers. And then even the Let It Burn channel has been like 50 viewers or 60 viewers. So we want to promote this thing as much as possible, but I don't know how much we can promote it. I'm going to create the live stream and set that all up soon. I will burn from 3 to 5 million on the Let It Burn. Mark that. Okay. I'll put 3 million at the low. Yeah, I'll put 3 million at the low. Oops. I can't see anything. That's what I'll leave there. All right, Kim Jansen. Kim Jansen supports the burns. I hope Kim Jansen can support it in a bigger way. I don't think Matt owns any PooCoin. I don't own any PooCoin. Legitimate question. Okay, shoot. What's your legitimate question? Why you invest in all PooCoins? It's not a legitimate question. What do you invest in? What's the reason that you invest in? You probably invest in Bitcoin. What's the reason you invest in Bitcoin? Everything's speculation, by the way. So you invest in Bitcoin because of a lot of people are like the future growth potential. It's speculation. Same thing with Shiba Inu, speculation, right? There's a lot of speculation that goes around. It's just that you have a bigger community with Shiba Inu than you do with a lot of other communities that are out there, which I did just see that Baby Doge has like a community of 1.4 million or 1.5 million holders, which is crazy because they're not increasing a hell of a lot, but they do have 1.5 million holders. Probably invested in Marvin. Marvin Inu. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Bitcoin isn't going anyway? Or you mean anywhere? I understand Bitcoin isn't going anywhere, but it's definitely speculation. I love Bitcoin. BTC is my favorite. Yeah, Bitcoin is not bad, but everything in the crypto market is based off of speculation. So people that say, oh, why do you invest in PooCoins? What do you mean PooCoins? A coin that grew by 2 million, by millions of percent in a matter of a year? Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a PooCoin. Something that's creating a complete ecosystem and changing the entire game and changing the entire way people think about cryptocurrency is something that's a poo coin. Just messing around with you, man. I watch you all the time. I like Shib. Why would you say something like that? You were like, I'm pretty sure like moderators could have been two seconds away from banning you. I don't want that to happen. I like conversations like that though, but still, um, you don't need to joke about stuff. No, it's good. Huge community inside Tama. Doge, Shiba Inu, and UFO. What's your opinion on USD coin? I mean, I like the gains you can get back from USD coin. I'm a complete fan of USD coin because of the gains you can get back from a lot of different platforms. But other than that, I mean, it's just a simple stable coin. I'm not got to get the blood flowing. Yeah, you got to do at least a little something. I appreciate that. If Baby Doge has so many holders, why no growth in the coin? Yeah, that's what I'm a little bit confused about because I have Baby Doge. I think, yeah, I think I have Baby Doge over in Weeble or not Weeble, in Gate.io. So I don't know. We'll check it out. Let's look at Baby Doge. Let's take a gander. And maybe they were lying. I saw some articles that talked about CRO being up to 400,000 holders, and I don't see 400,000 holders over there. So I don't know. Yeah, what are they talking about? Why would they say it's up to 1 point? I saw an article that's saying they were up to 1.4 million, and they're at 255,000. That or what? 2,555. That's not that's not 1.4 million at all. Was the article lying or was it like a fake article? Probably. I didn't click into the article. I saw the title and I was like, that's ridiculous. So never mind that statement. Never mind that statement. Matt, do a hang time video session for just chilling and having fun with gaming for you. Also, so cool. Yeah, I will do something like that. Probably will be mainly on Twitch rather than being on my main YouTube channel. And then I'll also have it stream on my gaming channel as well. Gaming YouTube channel, which has like 89 subscribers. It's not monetized yet, but that's because I don't play many games. And I wanted to. I really want to. And I will make that time eventually. Most people invest in Bitcoin just to say they do. If they want to 2x in the next 2 years, then that's okay. But if they want to 5 to 10x, then get poo coins, for lack of a better term. I agree with you. You have to get those small or low market cap coins in order to see the growth that we want to see, right? People are like, oh, you know what? I want to get Bitcoin. You're right, because of the thought. It's like I'm investing in something great. It's like the people that invest in the stock market and have a bunch of horrible investments, and maybe some investments that will give them a ton back. Like say if you invest $1,000 into some of these speculative investments, every single time you invest $1,000, one of those is going to hit for a $30,000 gain, right, out of 10 that you invest. And as long as you play it that way, that's the way that it will do. And you'll see some of them end up growing to give you $1,000, $2,000 gain, all of that other stuff. But then people will invest in Tesla. Say they invest in Tesla. People will invest in Amazon, because Amazon is that Bitcoin of the stock market. In my opinion, it seems like if you mention the stock market and someone doesn't mention Amazon, I will be surprised. That's just how that goes. The same thing with crypto. If you talk about crypto and you don't mention Bitcoin or even Ethereum, I would just say Bitcoin though, then I would be very surprised. Someone is always mentioning, Bitcoin. Like I can run an ad on. Wait, what? It says take an ad break. I don't know what that means. So I don't know if there's any type of ads that are playing over on. Yeah, it's weird. I got to get used to Twitch a little bit because we got 3 viewers over on Twitch. I appreciate you guys for being here. But yeah, let's see. I love Burns. I suspect even with your efforts, more supposedly dead tokens might magically appear. I don't know. Like you're saying the dead wallets aren't really dead. I feel like certain ones are, but I'm a little bit concerned about the one that's not, or the couple that are not labeled as dead wallets. They're just wallets that don't have a key. But that's all speculation. Matt hating on Marvin Inu. Majority of us holding Shiba Inu too. Don't be a Shiba snob. I'm not. I'm not. Uh, let's get Matt passionate, aka demonetized. Nope, that's not going to happen. AMC should call their crypto Bitcoin. That that wouldn't be bad. Bitcoin. It's funny. Um, Matt, how you feel about Krill? I like Krill. I don't know where Krill is right now. Currently at 68 cents. And the lower it goes, the more of a buying opportunity it has. I'm still holding on to 5,000. I'm holding on to $5,000 worth. So it is lower than where I invested, but I'm looking over the short term and the long term, looking over the next couple of months and seeing this jump up to about $5, taking my initial investment by selling 1,000 coins, keeping 4,000 coins in there, and letting that run up to other levels as we do see a crypto boom. A good one that I've seen so far is Gitcoin. I just invested another 100 coins or another 100 invested in another 100 coins, and it's now up to $6.43. I'm still expecting that to jump up to a level of maybe 15. I would say if it jumps up to $15, I'll probably take 100, and then when it does, or if it does jump up to 20, I'll take another 200, and then leave 100 in there, and just keep playing that. And if it does jump up to 30, I'll probably take the last 100. And I understand it does have full capability of growing even higher than that, but we'll see how this all plays out. But that's what I'm looking to do. So if I take 100 at $15 or $14, that's going to be somewhere around 1,500 that I would end up gaining from it. And then the other two, taking at 20, I would gain 4,000. So that would be 5,500 or 5,400. And then seeing the last 100 at about $30, close to it, it'll be another 3,000 that I would add on to it. So a total that I would gain in Gitcoin of 8,000. I guess I already gained 3,900. So the total amount that I would end up pocketing would be I initially invested only $2,000 into it, $2,400 into it. I think that was it. Yeah, $2,400 into it, and gained quite a bit out of it. 3,900 from the beginning, so about 4,000 plus the 8,000 that I would have there, so it would be about 12,000 that I would gain total. But then minus the 2,400, let's just say 2,500, and I would have about 9,500 that I would gain from Gitcoin, just Gitcoin by itself. Now I could gain a lot more, but I'm just expecting that to, maybe 4x my investment, which is really good to see that. So that's my plan for Gitcoin, and it's already grown. OMG Network, I expect that to grow a lot more. And I probably should invest more in right now. I would love to hold 1,000 total because it can definitely go a lot higher, especially with 140 million coins that are out there, and all the circulating supplies out there. That's amazing. So we'll see how it plays out. Bitcoin's already at 42. I think 42,000 today. If you invest in Marvin, your girlfriend's boyfriend will move in and make you wear a mask in the house and won't let you eat ham out of the fridge. What does that even mean? Most articles are made just by a regular person trying to get you to click on his article. True. VVS uh is odd steak. Okay. Hey Matt, do you think And XMR will be, wait, with the whole Russian sanction thing. Well, I haven't looked into it, but I don't know. I don't know. I would have to look into it more and get some more information, but I can apply it to what I see in the chart, and I'm not 100% sure. So we're looking at this is at 18 million coins of circulating supply, which all of the supply is out there. Verified, you're seeing it at 3.4 billion-dollar market cap. You're seeing this growth, this massive growth uh, over this last day from 168 all the way up to a high here in the day of 206, and you're seeing it currently at 193. It's actually starting to come back slowly. You're seeing the volume that was up 480% in the last 24 hours, and I don't know why. I guess that's the reason why. But let's look at maybe some over the last year where the price was. So the highest point it was at 485, and seeing that decrease over uh, the last year or so, and getting down to some of these low points of 150. I mean, it shows a lot of potential for strength. I mean, it shows a lot of potential way above where it is right now, even though you have seen that massive increase just recently from 160 up to 200. So I don't know too much about it, but I can tell you that it looks pretty strong. I haven't looked into any of the contract information, but the year to date, um, it looks like we're still at a low point, even though we saw that larger increase. I would probably wait for a pullback, and in my opinion, I would wait for this to come back a little bit more because that's just too much uh, for me. Too much growth in one instance for me. So yeah, yes, Amazon is top. Matt, where do you see Cardano in the long term? Uh, so Cardano, right? I think there are a lot of things that are adopting. I think Cardano is kind of unique, but you also have a lot of things that are adopting the same, um, you know, methodology or idea behind the coin, right? So yes, I think Cardano has a lot of strength and can push up and be a top 10 coin. Um, but do I think, it has the same strength as I did previous to today's date, right? Um, when I talked about Cardano in a couple of videos, I thought it really showed a ton of strength, but I'm not seeing that at all right now, and holding up in those levels of being in the top, five or so. Because right now I think it's settled at what, like a $20 billion market cap, a $28 billion market cap. So it's still up there. It's still eighth on the list when it comes to coins. You have 75% of the total supply that's out there. Or I guess technically the total supply, you have 100% of the total supply, 75% of the max supply that's out there. But yeah, I mean, somebody says ADA shitcoin. I I understand where they're coming from. It sucks that it's not back up to where the levels that it once was, but I think it will get back up to some of those levels. Do I think it will pass, $5? That's really tough to say because there's a lot of coins that are coming up, and it's all about popularity in the crypto market. No popularity, you're not going to see it run. So um, it's tough to say. I like Cardano. I did like it more when I thought we were going to have plenty of different places where we can stake it and hold on to it and wait for that to grow. But um, at this point, you're really just looking for a massive swing trade rather than anything long term. CRO is giving me the same joy as SHIB. I mean, it's given me a lot as well. I like CRO. It's giving me the opportunity to gain a ton of passive income. However, they are kind of uh, you know diluting that passive income potential because they're changing up everything in April. Me and my team are dropping a new token into crypto world. Interested? Let me know. Um, I mean, it's always interesting, but I would say no. Just because I don't want to push too many coins. I have coins that I believe in, when it comes to, I still like my coin BTD. I just haven't had time to develop everything. And eventually I will. And it's going to come out of nowhere. And it's going to be like, this is an absolutely amazing coin. So you get it on the ground floor where it is right now at like 60 cents. I'm telling you, it could be huge. Um, Also, I like to talk about Zelda Inu, which is something that I gained 42% interest with, as well as talking about Shiba Burn, talking about Shiba Burn. Um, this has a huge opportunity in burning off Shiba Inu, and that's what I'm bullish on, very, very bullish on, burning off Shiba Inu. People say executive order is good for crypto. I see it as a way for the government to further manipulate and try to keep the 99% poor. I mean, that's always the idea with the government. It is always to try and keep the 99% poor. They don't want people to um, uh, learn how to do all of these things for themselves, like learn how to trade and learn how to invest and all that stuff. Because if people invest all of their money, imagine this. Um, you know, 50% of the workers that are working now decide to learn how to invest, and, uh, build passive income strategies and don't work for a company. Well, now those companies have to find a way to innovate and, automate things a lot quicker because they don't have enough workers. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a lot of issues in like restaurants where they don't have enough workers. And the reason is because people just didn't want to work, right? They want to, they don't want to work for something or a company that's going to make millions or billions of dollars, and a lot of times it's local companies, so hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars, on them when they're paying them a very low wage, when they can provide or create their own income at home. Uh, and the government doesn't want that. The country was built off of people that worked for low wages, if you know what I mean. And that's how it is today. I mean, it's not as bad, obviously, but you do have people that are working for lower wages compared to how much the company is bringing in, right? You have that one person at the top. If you're talking about a pyramid scheme in a way, you have that person at the top, like Jeff Bezos, that makes billions of dollars and makes all the decisions and all the money flows directly to him, versus people that are making less and less and less and less. Those people that are still at the top, the executives, the board, all that stuff, they're making so much money from the little money that they're paying you, right? So obviously with a 2% raise, it's tough. I understand how businesses work, and I understand that a lot of times with small businesses, um, the staff pay is a lot of the expense, is a ton of the expense. But for a lot of these companies, these bigger companies, yes, you have staff pay that is a big portion, but it's not as big of a portion as it is with some of the local companies or mom and pops. L Bank is simple. Just open an account. Yeah, exactly. L Bank is very, very simple. Have you checked out Tinder Swindler? No, I haven't. We've got to burn more SHIB, everyone. Yes, we do. And that's why we have this burn party coming up, because we want to get everybody's attention. And this is why we have to burn the most coins we could possibly burn. It's not about burning on one day and saying like, oh, well, you know what, this is a normal day. We're burning 1 million coins. This is not a normal day. This is a burn party to where we're looking to burn off as many coins as we can. The same energy that we had where we were sending $1,500 worth of super chats. We need that same energy on that day, because it's not necessarily to where you need to send super chats, because super chats, you get everything cut off. What I want is people to understand how to burn it themselves, and we can continue to burn it. And I will go through many examples on that day of how to burn it, and what you do in order to burn it. But really, it's about understanding what we're going to have to build up to that day, what we can expect out of that. And we already have an expectation, a low expectation of what Shiba Burn will provide, and a reasonable expectation of what I will provide, and hopefully a low expectation of what you guys will provide as well. And I would like to see, hundreds of pledges in here to burn off as much as we possibly can, because that's what it's all about. It's about burning as much as we possibly can here, and providing or showing the devs that we care about burns. if we do 1 billion or 2 billion burns, um, delete 3 million and mark 5 million. I will do that. If we do 2 million or 3 million, or sorry, 2 million, or sorry, 2 billion. I don't know why I keep saying that. 2 billion burns. Um, then it will be amazing if we can burn off 2 billion coins. I'm thinking about way too many things, and my mind is racing, and I feel like I'm not saying the right things. But it's okay. You get what I'm saying. Matt, with a 24/7 live stream, I can only like once. I hear you. Yeah, you can only like one time. Maybe I should restart the 24/7 live stream every week. So maybe I should start it on Sunday and then let it go, because I understand I would like to be able to create other videos and let those, like I've seen other creators that have created a 24/7 live stream that has started in January, and it's going to today, which is pretty cool. But I want to create I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would like it to create that live stream. Maybe I would do it once a week and create the 24/7 live stream, just so we start new and start fresh and always have new people that can come in there and get the notifications for it. Yes, you're losing approximately 400 likes a day. Yeah, we probably even though we have 24 hours, we need a reset every day at approximately 7 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, well, a lot of people want to keep it up. They want to keep the stream up, which is great. I mean, there's a reset in the amount of views that we see every day, but maybe we'll do a reset every week or something. How much have we burned so far? So, total that we've burned, if we go into, let's go to my Twitter here. So my Twitter that we have, community burns, we go here and click on this, we're going to see 41.6 million that has been burned for the community burns, which is you guys that decide to burn things day in and day out. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. And then also we get into all my burns, which are around 40 to 50. I think it's 45 million. So you're looking at about um, 88 million, 89 million or something. We're looking at a decent amount. Is that 41 or was that 40? Oh, it's 41. 41 and 45. So we're looking at about 46, or sorry, 86 million. 86 million that we've burned off from the Let It Burn channel from community burns, plus the overall burn from February. We're going to be burning another 55 million from revenue, and that's in March, or we are in March on the 22nd, and then we're also going to be burning whatever the community comes up with and Shiba Burn comes up with. And even for your morning streams, the Let It Burn channel is already liked. Maybe start over every morning with the live. Um, yeah, so that's the issue, is like we need, I think, I don't know, it's just easier to leave it live, because I leave it live on the other computer and I don't even do anything on this computer. So that's probably accurate, but I don't think it truly matters about all of the likes in a 24/7 live stream. I would love to have more likes, but new people come through, and we obviously want to see more people hit the like button and become members. Which it's mostly the same people that are just watching the whole entire time, and I would love to see that get up to 100 or 200 or 1,000 viewers, concurrent viewers. Devs don't care about burns. They've talked about it for 1 minute in the last AMA. Yeah, I know. They don't talk about it a lot. in my life much older than you, and I've made huge mistakes, missing opportunities, not buying Microsoft back in the day. The internet, I saw it come and I watched. This is the time. Yeah, that's good to hear because I mean you make a lot of mistakes. I mean I've made mistakes, and throughout life you will notice that you make those mistakes, but you can't harp on those mistakes. You have to basically take it in stride, and just continue moving forward. And I think you have to learn from a lot of them. And when you do learn from them, the next time you can make the right decision. And even within that right decision, you might still have a mistake on when you decide to sell, and it's just tough. So I think you're right to be able to see something like this. And it's good that you can see crypto as an opportunity. There's a lot of people that have seen, the internet, start up and, make those decisions there or not make those decisions and basically say, you know what, I don't believe in this either. And they don't remember that they may have made that mistake in the past. So you're one step ahead of them. I feel like my mind runs into many avenues of trying to make money. Yeah, I hear you. Is Doge, ETH, or SHIB going to the moon? Um, It depends what the moon is. I think SHIB is definitely going to the moon. Throughout time, you're going to see the price adjust, not the market cap. I think the market cap is going to get to a a higher market cap, but reasonable for that time period, right? Same thing with Doge. I think the market cap is just going to get to a reasonable point, but with Dogecoin, you're adding new coins on, you're minting new coins every year. So 5.2 billion every year. Same thing with Ethereum, where you're going to get to a point to where you're minting way too many. So the market cap is going to get to a reasonable point. And for Ethereum, I mean, the market cap for that could be trillions, right? Shiba Inu, I think it could be hundreds of billions, and Dogecoin could probably be hundreds of billions as well. Um, but I think they're going to settle short term probably around 50 to 60 billion. And if we did see 50 or 60 billion throughout time, Shiba Inu could still end up reaching one penny at 50 or 60 billion. The reason or the way that it could do that is the way that we're talking about now, burning off coins. I put the 25/7 live stream 24/7. I guess it's typo. 24/7 live stream on today, but no ads after 30 minutes. So I switched to my playlist of all your 8 to 12 minute Let It Burn videos. Lots and lots of ads. Well, that's good to hear. How are you not getting any ads with the 24/7 live stream? You should get it every time you pop into the video. Why is the audio so muffled here? I mean, it shouldn't be muffled. I haven't checked it out. Audio is so muffled here. I mean, it shouldn't be muffled. I haven't checked it out. Audio is so muffled. It sounds normal. Yeah, it sounds normal. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't sound as good as this microphone. I mean, this microphone is not expensive at all, but it is, a better microphone than the lav mic that I have, because I have a lav mic on my laptop in order to do that audio over here. With a 24/7 stream, I can only like once. I know. Oh, I read that already. Do you burn BTD coin? So yes, but the issue with burning BTD coin is that it's not going to affect the price at all, right? If there's no activity, you're not going to see the price. It's probably going to go down or stay the same, because a burn doesn't do anything unless you have unless you have activity, unless you have volume. And the problem with BTD coin is that we don't have the volume right now. We don't have enough people that are interested in it, because we have 140 people that are involved in it, and I would love for it to be a lot more because it can go a lot higher in price. It's currently at 60 cents. But yeah, I do not get ads every time I pop into the live stream. most of the time, but not always. Well, that's not good. Do you get banner ads? Does anybody get banner ads and stuff? How do you stake SHIB? So there's areas that you can stake SHIB. You can go on crypto.com and stake SHIB. You can do it on Binance if you are not part of Binance.us, because Binance.us doesn't allow you to do that. I don't think. The last time I checked, they didn't. FTX, I believe you can stake SHIB. Shiba Swap, you can stake SHIB. How can I spread the word on your channel? I'm loving it. I mean, any way that you can, just go over to Twitter or talk about it on YouTube, whatever. I've seen a number of people pop up in Wolf of YouTube's chat. I always like to check anybody that talks about burns to see if they mention, what this channel is doing, what the Let It Burn channel is doing. And they usually do mention it, which is great. And I appreciate you guys for being a part of that and just doing that. Is it worth staking SHIB and Crow? Yes, it's worth it because you're getting extra SHIB. SHIB is a long-term position. If you're looking for a certain price for it to just double, then no. If you're looking for a long-term position to where you're looking for it to go to a penny or 10 cents or a dollar or whatever, then yes, it's worth it to stake it because you're gathering so much in that time period that you're able to use your APY to gather more coins and gather more dollars. So say if you gain 1,000,000 Shiba Inu coins over the time period, right? You're gaining an extra $1 million if it gets to a dollar, right? Same thing with CRO. CRO has a lot of potential for one, burning coins, and two, getting to a way higher price where people are saying that this can get to $100. And if it gets to $100 and you hold, 60 more coins, you're looking at $6,000 there, right? So obviously it matters in the amount of coins that you are holding. If it gets to $100 and you're holding hundreds of thousands of coins, it's phenomenal. This sounds terrible, but I'm a little ashamed. Can you just sell a load of BTD? Can you just sell a load of BTD? Wait, what? You can buy $100 of it cheap at a cheaper price, and then we'll shoot up in price while still buying the dip. I mean, I physically have to do it for burning Shiba Inu, but if we get BTD up to a high price, I can sell some of BTD in order to burn Shiba Inu with, because the last burn that we had for Shiba for BTD was $100 worth, and that's not a lot. The burn before that, and we did a test burn, was $200, and that was a test burn of only 50 coins, I believe. And then this time we sell like 300, and as a whole, like we look over the last quarter or the last month, and we sell 300 throughout, and we only gain $100 out of it. So obviously, it's very tricky to do that. I don't try and affect the price in a big way. So anytime I make my sells, it's always like I'll sell 25 or 50, and it affects the price in like 0.2% instead of being even 1% of an effect. But then there's other people that will sell 5,000 of it. So it has a price floor. So the only way it'll get to those low levels is not if I sell it, is if everybody else decides to sell it now, because the price floor, I believe, is like 20 cents now. So it has been risen, and the only way it can decrease is if liquidity is pulled out. And I don't want to pull out liquidity. I want to keep liquidity in there because pulling out liquidity is a definition of a rug pull, and I'm not one of those people that does that. But yes, I understand what you mean. You can buy it at a low price, hold on to a lot of it, and then I can put the liquidity back in there at those higher prices. However, it would be less liquidity that goes in there because it would be less money, I guess, or it would be more money that we would pay because the price would go up. Do you have a video on how to stake SHIB and CRO? I have 200 million SHIB long term here. I don't have a video on how to stake it. I have a video on where I staked it and how much I have staked, because I had 202 million that I staked, and I've gained uh 239 or 200 and something thousand coins. So in the end, if this gets to $1, that's another $230,000 that I could gain um, towards the end, right? And what I could do, and what my plan is, and I've talked about my plan is at my current stages um, of holding this position and staking it, when it does get to a level of 0.005, I'll take all of the APY that I gained and sell the APY. That's really what it's all about. I do want to gather 1 billion though. I want to gather 1 billion tokens so that my first sell can be 100 million. Because if I get to a point where I'm holding, let's say, I'm holding 100 or 1 billion, that would be $30,000 or technically like $24,000 right now. If I get to 0.005 where it's a half a penny, that's the level that I want to make my first large sell at. I want to take whatever I gained in the APY, which is 70, which would be 71 million. So let me bring this up. So this is my spreadsheet. If you guys want this spreadsheet, go over to my Patreon. The link is in the description, and you can get the spreadsheet. I also have a video on how to use it. You just have to go to my posts, scroll through my posts, and you'll see it as a Shiba exit plan spreadsheet. But basically, at 0.005, I'm holding 1 billion at 2%, which most likely it will be 3%. I will um, I will basically take 71.29844 and I will be selling that. So I'll get $356,000 on my first sell at half of a penny. Whew. Not at an actual penny, at half of a penny, I'll be able to sell 71 million and still have 1 billion left, right? So that's my plan, is really to take everything that I gained in the APY and burn that off. Now, I could also pocket 5.3 million and we could see this possibly come back. But if we're seeing a ton of activity there, if we're seeing a ton of burning that's happening and the amount is decreasing in the supply, then no matter what, we're going to see a pullback at probably 1 penny. And if we do get closer to 1 penny, I'll probably take another 100 million at that point, right? And I'll gain another 1 million. So at this point, I'll have 900 million that's left, and I'll be able to gain 1.3 million in that instance if I can have 1 billion coins, which I want to work my way up to that. Right now, I only have $4,000 worth here in my account, which is 202 million, and I would like to double that, get up to 200 or 404 million, then 606 million, then 808 million, and then 1 billion. So that's my plan. And obviously, I have a further plan after that with selling certain amounts. And it's probably going to be 100 million at certain places. So 2 cents, probably another 100 million, right? And get another 2 million out of it. So yeah, I have my plan built out right now with 202 million. I have my plan with that as well. Let's see. We are all here for each other, I suppose. A local cafe has the best burgers. McDonald's is good for filling your stomach. True. Uh, I used all my free time yesterday for a video. Too many technical difficulties. Figured it out. Should post it today. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to check it out. It always gets to me when I have technical difficulties. I the other day, actually yesterday, I recorded a whole video and I accidentally pressed the space bar. And when I pressed the space bar, it stopped my recording on Streamlabs, and I was freaking pissed because I went through the whole rest of the video thinking that it was live and it wasn't live. So I had to re-record it. But honestly, as a noob, I was just wondering about the logistics of BTD and how we could swing trade it to burn SHIB. So yeah, I mean, we can always swing trade it. We can always get value out of it to burn SHIB. And I think with a higher price for BTD, it's not something that's established to where BTD is supposed to be the most uh, usable coin with the highest use case. I mean, the whole purpose behind it was to create something that burns Shiba Inu. And it can create a higher price in the meantime. But really, it's just about what do people want to, I wouldn't say sacrifice, but for lack of a better term, sacrifice in order to burn off as much Shiba Inu as possible. So, putting $100 here or, $200 here or $200 there, yes, you can grow in that price. And if you get in the beginning, you know that you're going to see a higher return. And it's the same thing with any investment. If you get in the beginning, you know you're going to see a higher return. If you get in at the end, then you know it's going to be a smaller return. You can expect to see a 10x after, it has grown already 10x, right? It's going to be very difficult or at least a long-term solution in order to get there. For something like Shiba Inu, it grew millions of percent, but we know that with this vision, it can grow more percentages. It can grow hundreds of thousands, if not millions of percent again. So my parents raised me on McDonald's burgers. I could have them arrested for child abuse. I don't know about that. I like McDonald's burgers. I mean, I don't like them as the best burgers possible, but it definitely fills your stomach. You just have to work out really, really hard the same day, and that's usually what I do. If I eat McDonald's, I'll work out really hard. I'll sprint on the treadmill. Matt, what is realistic market cap for AAVE? Seeing as it only has 16 million a total supply and a really good project. Let's check it out. Let's go to coin market cap here, AAVE. What you're currently seeing is it's at a $1.7 billion market cap. If we can look at history, let's go ahead and look at history over the long term. I want to look at over all history. So the price has been up to a high of $632, and it fell really hard off of that $632. Now you're seeing 85% of the supply that's out there. Max supply is 16 million, so you still can see it be diluted by about 15% of the total supply. But let's look at the market cap here. Let's look at how that has changed. It hasn't. So really, you've seen the same supply that has been out there pretty much the whole entire time since introduction, I guess, in August or October. So sorry, October, where it was at 50 cents and increased all the way up to a level of $500, which would be phenomenal if I, made a move like that. Don't know what markets it was available on then, but now it's available on every single market. Usually that's how it goes. When it gets started, it's available on, less markets. And then you're seeing it get all these markets and it just skyrockets out of nowhere. So currently it's at 127 when it was at a high of about $600. So if you look at the overview, you understand it is at a very low point. What's the expectation? I would probably say, you're looking at possibly I would say a $5 billion market cap. The full expectation is probably a lot higher than that. It resisted hard away from the 8 to 10 billion dollar market cap. So just breaking that level of average for the top coins. Um, so I don't really know what the project is all about, but it does show a lot of strength where it is. Seeing it at $127 shows so much strength, especially with all the markets that are out there, all the volume that it can see. And I think the expectation that you should have is somewhere above these points. So whether you're looking at a uh, right here of a $2 billion market cap, right, or you're looking at $4 billion, or I would say it looks like a $5 billion market cap is definitely something that it fights at. So that's where I would probably get out of the position as a $5 billion market cap, which would be a price of around $300. So basically just doubling that price. You can easily see that. Now, you can also see that level of $600 as well. With a crypto run, you can definitely see that. So would I say that you sell everything? No, what you can do is if you wanted to buy, let's say, 100 of it, or you wanted to buy just 10, I would say that you buy 10 with the expectation that you're going to sell 5 at a level of uh 300 or 400 dollars or so. I don't know why I said 300, but it was a $400 price. At 300 or $400, and then you also sell another 5 at a level of 600 or 640 or so. 600, I would probably go with 600 flat, just because it looks like it has resisted at 600 and then past 600, and that's probably where it will resist again. So that's what I would go with. Where do you see SHIB by the end of 2022? It depends what they do, what happens with the burns. So it depends how much we get into this. So if we go and look at like Shiba Burn, if we implemented or bought Shiba Burn and understood what this was all about, I think this could be a big impact to the overall circulating supply. Um, Now we could see a very high price once we get to uh, the end of 2022 if the devs implement some sort of burn or at least announce some sort of burn. We have catalysts like Robinhood actually come on, individual wallets. We have more holders that come on. Yeah, we can see much higher price. We're definitely going to lose a zero. But the only way that we get above 0.0002, this is with a zero gone. The only way we get above that, which would be $100 billion market cap, is if we decrease the supply. And if we decrease the supply by half or decrease the supply by 10% or 20%, that would be amazing. It would show that we have burns in the future, that we know that burns are going to take place year over year over year. So I would definitely say that my thought is at least 0.0002. So losing a zero and then also doubling that from losing that zero. And I don't know what the value of my account would be or my staked balance would be, but I wouldn't do anything with it. Only Matt has the analytics. I try. Yeah, I try to play some ads here too. Let's see. Somebody sent a super chat. This does not wait. This does not go to Burns. This is for the dedication to the SHIB project. Put it in your pocket. I appreciate that, Moonshine, because this is my main channel. I use this. I obviously use this money as my way to pay bills. Everything else that I'm investing with, if you don't notice, when I reinvest or when I invest and I gain money, I just reinvest it back into the stock market or crypto market. So it seems like I'm not doing anything, with that money, but I'm putting it right back into the markets. Like with when I gained money off of, so I gained money off of 2 or 3 areas here, and a little bit more off of Harvest Finance. But I gained about $5,000 off of Harvest Finance, and I took that and threw it into other positions. I believe I threw it into Krill, Loop Ring. I also put it into Shiba Inu when I gained off of Harvest Finance that last time. I also gained off of Gitcoin. I gained 3,900, which I threw more into Krill. I threw some into OMG, and I bought another compound or two, right? And then, if I make any more money, I'm probably going to end up taking some of that and putting it towards other things like my mortgage so that I can pay my mortgage off faster because the amount of interest you're paying on the beginning stages of your mortgage is ridiculous. Eddie Murphy got teased at a school for having 2 sliced Wonder Bread burger instead of McDonald's. Look where he is today. Look where he is today. I had that. I had that so many times. I hated it. Um, it was still good, still worked. It just wasn't what you expected as a burger. You expect the burger buns, but I've had that. I look back on my childhood and I was like it was difficult, very difficult, but it got me to where I am today. So I'm very happy with everything that played out that way. Would I want to do it again? I wouldn't want to do everything that I went through in my life again. But if I had to get back to the life to where I'm at right now, then yes, I would definitely do it. Every single time. If I had to do it 700 times in a row, I would do it just to get back to the life that I'm at now. So, um, yeah, childhood was definitely tough. Um, hey man, I tried to buy Shiba Burn this morning using Uniswap, but every time I hit confirm the swap, it kept going to uh, waiting for confirmation, but I never went through. Are you using ETH to buy it? I think you want to use ETH to buy it. Um, but let me see if I can. Let me see if I can make a purchase. Mm, if I make a purchase, I'm gonna have to pay the fee right now. See if I can buy it here. If I can buy it, then that'll be good. Chronos network. It's on the Ethereum network. I don't want to take the full amount. I probably want to take like 0.01. Is that like $27? Huh. Huh. It's not going through. Maybe it's the slippage. Maybe it's adjusting the slippage. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not going through for me either. That's weird. That's not going through. Maybe people are having trouble buying it. Huh. I'll have to check with them. I'll have to check with Shiba Burn. Again, again to appreciate you for what you do. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Again, this supports me coming out and making these videos and doing the the burn videos, doing the 24/7 live stream. I feel like sometimes I'm running myself ragged. You know, doing as many videos in order to keep up with all the trends and everything like that, as well as updating the Let It Burn videos. And I want to do like 2 to 3 videos over there, but it just takes so much time to record them because it's not something that I'm just playing music for or just like you know maybe even playing a video game or something like that. Like I'm doing technical analysis to gain the most money out of that video because if I have 1,000 views, that's $10 that will go towards that burn. If I have 10,000 views, that's $100 that will go towards that burn, right? So thank you so much for sending that super chat. It really supports, everything that I do here and keeps me going. Um, do you know anything about University Date Jilly fan? No, I don't know about that. So would you suggest to just hold on to the positions I have during this war? Um, for me, I would say for me, I'm always going to hold on and then buy more because it's very tough to predict the absolute bottom. Yes, I think right now we are at a very, very low point. Do I think it's the absolute bottom? No, I've seen crypto at a lower point, but I haven't seen as many people involved in crypto as we've seen in the last year plus. So seeing that, I always look at it as this may be close to the absolute lows. So you see some of these dips, you buy some of these dips. Yes, we're going to see some fluctuation, but ultimately, as we go from Monday to Friday, it's pretty much break even, right? We're seeing it go from a $1.8 trillion market cap, decreases down to a 1.5, increases back up to a 1.8. By the end of the week, it's at 1.8 again. So it's not something where we really need to worry about. However, you are missing out on some of the lowest lows, which means that when you have it at a low point, you just add some more positions to it. In my opinion, I think that's the best way to go about it is the dollar cost average in because you can't 100% predict where the market is going to be. And if you're going to try and do that, you're going to probably lose 9 times out of 10. And that 10th time, you're not going to gain enough um, to basically combat the losses. Someone said adjust the slippage. I don't know how to adjust the slippage on Uniswap. How do you adjust the slippage on Uniswap? Settings. It's already set to like auto, so it should give me automatic slippage. What should I adjust it to? Like uh at least 15? Should I do 15%? I feel like that's very high, but it's gonna basically give me the network fee. Okay. Ah, so it's the slippage. Wow. I mean, the gas fee is not that expensive. Total is going to be 44. Gas fee is not that expensive. Let's confirm that. So yeah, you just got to adjust the slippage, and you can adjust it any way you want. I'm just impatient, so that's why I decided to do that. We have one pending. I don't know if it's going to go through. So yeah, it swapped it. There we go. So now I was able to get a little bit more. I think like 60 billion or something. I don't know exactly how much. Uh, sure, something like that. Something like that, 60 or 50 billion. So the total amount, if I wanted to swap it and see uh, how much this is worth, you can see the max and you can see how much it is worth. It's probably, yeah, $464 is what it's worth right now. And you can always see what the amount that you're holding. If you want to go and buy Shiba Burn, the link is in the chat here. It's in both of the chats. Buy Shiba Burn. There you go. So there we go. Adjust the slippage to 15 to 17. That could fix the problem. Yeah, so go ahead. If you guys want to buy Shiba Burn, go and buy it. Just go on their website and go down here to buy it, and you'll be able to get Shiba Burn. So I went through with a transaction. You're going to see another transaction that was added. So we're now at 730 transactions or transfers, which a portion of that goes towards burning off Shiba Inu. So it's great to see. Uh, is actually trying to gauge the market is like a cat chasing a laser light. Just buy and hold, less stress. Yeah, I guess. I don't know what that analogy is, but yes, I get what I kind of get what you mean. Everyone here is a member. That tells me that you're not getting the word out enough to social media to bring the new people. Let's get to work. So, um, the everyone here, everyone watching is not a member. I have it on members only. So you're gonna see only the people that are members can comment. I can put it to subscribers only. I just noticed there was some spam while nobody was around, and and it's okay. I'm not saying that you have to be around 24/7. I just don't want them to start spamming and saying things that could be horrible for the stream. So that's why I decided to do that. But I mean, we can always open it up while we're here to have new people comment. There's probably like a new like 10 people that come in every single day or hour or so. Matt, not trying to be disruptive, but your audio comes in really low. It shouldn't come in really low. It actually it should be okay. It's just I'm away from the mic. So that's the highest I can make it. I mean, I can up the volume here, but I feel like it's just gonna increase the um it'll increase the volume and it'll be a little bit too loud, and I just can't handle that. So we'll see. Um, I burn Shiba Inu every paycheck. Again, you don't need to burn Shiba Inu every paycheck. I think what you should do is participate in some of these coins, right? Instead of taking your money and burning it, how about you take your money and let it work for Shiba Inu? So if you put it in one of these coins like Shiba Burn or BTD or whatever, you can actually burn off Shiba Inu daily. So the money that you're holding in there and the transactions that happen because of transaction that you had into it, the transaction that you put in there or money that you put in every paycheck, a portion of it is going towards burning, and then more people that get into it, they're burning off more and they're burning off more. The more volume that we have in this actual position here, the more that you can burn off. Didn't take profits last time harvest spike. Won't make that mistake this time. Yeah, you always have to take something. And initial investments are always great. So what I typically do is I try and buy at those lows and I'll sell at the highs. So I'll have something in there for the long term. I know that it's going to be a long term play and have the potential to get to 1,000, 2,000, even more than that, worth of harvest finance. And what I'll do throughout time is as it gets to lower points, I will buy some. So I'll buy 30. And when I have that 30, I know that I'm going to sell that at $230. So there will be a portion that I probably sell like 15 of it. I sell at 200, and then 15 of it I sell at 230. If it comes back to 170, I'll sell that at 170. So either way, I'm going to be making some sort of a profit. How's BTD token doing? BTD token, the last time I checked, was at 60 cents. It hasn't had any new people that have joined into it for the most part, from what I have looked at. So yeah, currently, it's at 50 cents. Currently, it's at 50 cents right now. We have, I don't know how many holders. We're looking at 144 addresses that are holding it. And we can definitely see some potential, right? There are a couple of addresses that are holding, 3,000 to 2,000. Some that are holding 1,000, and I think the larger amount that they do hold, that's obviously an issue there. You have 11.8 thousand coins that are sitting in the liquidity pool. And I want to continue to add to the liquidity pool as long as I'm going to stay consistent with buy the dip coin. I just want to build it so that everything is 100% legitimate when it comes to the logo, it comes to the socials, it comes to all that stuff. But right now I haven't had the time to do it because I don't have a development team behind it. Now, if I did, I should probably give somebody some coins to be behind the scenes on the development team, but I need someone that's close to me. Nobody that's just hiring off the internet or anything like that. I want somebody that's really close to me that understands crypto a little bit more, and that understands how to do that, or I can give them the tips on how to move forward. Uh, Wait, is this the detail on the executive order? Biden to sign executive order on ensuring responsible innovation in digital assets. Uh, yeah, I have to read all this. I don't know if it's. Oh, it does have specifically the executive order calls for measures to. Okay, we'll definitely break that down um, after the stream. Thank you, Crypto Never Sleeps, for sending that. If you're watching right now, I appreciate that a lot. Uh, uh, promote your tweet. Oh, you can promote tweets. I didn't know you can promote tweets. Because I'll promote tweets if we want to promote a tweet to get out there. That's great. Who's messing with that Yearn Finance? I'm not. I haven't really looked into it. I'm going to use my Chronodes to help me buy and then burn a portion of SHIB. Yeah, I think if you want to buy and hold Shiba Burn. Again, this is not financial advice. I just think that's a better option than burning SHIB right away. If we get a massive amount of transactions that are going through Shiba Burn, trust me, that's going to be a better benefit, and your money is working for you because you're getting in at the lower stages. So you're gaining something with the amount you gain from Shiba Burn. You're able to see the transactions that go through. You're adding more people onto it. As people see those transactions, they get onto it. You see thousands of holders, and it ends up being something way bigger. So I would say take your investments from Chronodes, and you can buy Shiba Burn and hold Shiba Burn as you're buying more and more. I feel like you can take whatever you gain from it. Like, say if you have one node, you're gaining $17 at the moment. I don't know what Chronodes is at. I think it's at $17. I have it. I have it somewhere. Chronodes. BRN. Chronodes is currently at $15.82. Wow, people are really overreacting to the news that's going on here. I mean, it's good and bad. Even if I can gain $5 per Chronode, it still works. It still works. I understand people will look at it right now and overreact because they're not gaining as much, and they're going to take all of their Chronodes and just sell them. So yeah, I mean, I take my Chronodes every time, and I sell the Chronodes every time for CRO because I want to get the value out of CRO. But that was my plan from the beginning, is always to do that. That's crazy that it's down to $15.94. Wow. And crypto is actually making a positive move today, so it's not based on the market at all. It's based on the fact that people are panicking out of Chronodes. That's pretty crazy, in my opinion. Um, I want more SHIB every week. Hey Matt, do you know what happened to tops? On the 5-year chart, it was 11 million. Wait, it was $11 million per share for a day with only 20 trades. Encouraging for AMC. I mean, yes, I don't know what tops is. Is that a stock or is that a crypto coin? I guess before you even answer that, I'll be able to check if it's a crypto coin. Okay, let's look at the stock market. No, the stock market's actually not looking bad today. Well, was that recent that it was at 11 million? Because if you see um, per share, all the way back when it was at uh, what, $999 million per share for a matter of, probably, it looks like it says a month, but it was probably a couple of seconds. I don't see why that does happen, but you would have to have like massive reverse splits in order to see this thing drop as much. And it does drop all the way down to low points. I guess to have a low of $1 and to have a high of $999 million. It's just insane. So I don't know what happens to it. I don't know the reason why that does happen. But you saw the same thing in HCMC, and it's always interesting. It's like uh, you could become a millionaire in a matter of seconds. You said share. I probably should have known that. Um, but yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, it is encouraging for AMC. You understand that AMC can hit ridiculously high numbers out of nowhere. Um, but I don't know what's the reason behind this, and it's not the same reason why AMC is running or AMC does run. And AMC will pick up and hit crazy highs, and I can't wait until that does happen. I mean, all the things that we're looking at, it's kind of showing me that we're definitely going to see the squeeze. It really all depends what people do because, again, if we have a massive squeeze and we get to a point to where people are like, you know what, I want to accept anything because I've been holding this for a while, and they end up accepting $50 or accept $100, then you're going to have a lot of people that sell off at that point, and you're going to see less of a squeeze. You're still going to see a squeeze, but less of a squeeze. If people decide that they're going to sell portions of their shares on the way up, it gets a lot better. Now, if everybody decides to hold on, which will not happen, everybody decides to hold on, then we will see it go to crazy high numbers because there's never been a position in history that has been held as much as AMC is held by retail holders. Right? No matter if it's actually 70% or if it's 90% or whatever, right? I really don't know what it is because I've seen a ton of different videos on it. And no matter what it is, just know that we're holding majority of the actual position. Um, and it's definitely something where we're like, this can really make a massive move and hopefully up to $100,000. Now, I know $100,000 just seems ridiculous. I would say that I expect a max of 15K, a max of 15K. Um, a a minimum, I think, as long as people decide to at least hold on for a bit, right, of some, right, because you know that mine, I have different plans for different levels. The low point, in my opinion, if everyone stays with it, is around that $1,000 to $2,000. But then seeing it at a midpoint where I feel like my peak point will be is somewhere around 5,000. So I understand there's a lot of speculation as to where it will be, what it will be, if it can be, all of that other stuff, and it's just um wait, what? It's just tough to see where it will actually be. Okay, to send the Telegram link to you here or direct Matt. I have the Telegram linked. I've went to the website and I went to the Telegram, but I'm just having issues with it. I'll get there once in a while. What is a digital real estate and what is digital real estate and how do you invest? So I don't have any digital real estate. I believe what they're looking for with SHIB is for you to be able to buy plots of land in the metaverse, and that's obviously great to be able to have something like that, digital real estate. Um, and I don't know how much that will be worth, but it seems like it's going to be worth quite a bit, and people want to get interested now, just like people got interested in NFTs. I posted a video on my Matt Reacts channel about a guy making 738 million or wait $738,000 from NFTs um, in a matter of 32 minutes or something. And that's absolutely crazy to see that somebody made that much money from NFTs. I got introduced to NFTs way back when, and I made some NFTs. I just didn't do anything with it. I just got introduced to making something. I just, again, didn't apply it to my brand at all because I wasn't familiar with everything that was going on there. And I don't even know if they're worth anything. They might have been traded back and forth and people might have bought them and all of that. And I don't know. it might be something out there that I've been collecting royalties from that I don't really know about, and maybe I'll have to check it. But I want to create NFTs, maybe around, the things that we talk about here, and eventually we'll be able to do something like that. Maybe create a round of like 10,000 NFTs. I finally got my Robinhood wallet and moved all my crypto off of it. Wait, you finally got your Robinhood wallet? I don't know what that means. Like Robinhood has wallets now? That would be news to me if they have wallets, or you're talking about your actual. Wait, do you think Chrono's project will go lower than 0.5 on the rewards per node? If the price keeps dropping, yes. I know that if the price keeps dropping, then I'll tell you what, it probably could last longer, because if people are selling out of the chronodes that they are receiving, people already paid a certain price for those chronodes, right? If people paid 40, coming in a lot more clear. All right, perfect. If people paid $40 per chronode and bought 20 of them, right? You're obviously paying more than what you're paying now. So they received more than what they're paying out. So if they're looking to give you a chronode back, most likely they're doing something else with it. Maybe they're exchanging it for something else, exchanging it for like Bitcoin, or exchanging it for a different position where they can gain a higher interest and pay you this back daily. But the point is that it can probably last a little bit longer if they decided to change what they're investing their chronodes in. So if you put your 20 to create one node, what are they doing with those chronodes? Okay, are they taking a large portion of it and putting it into somewhere else? I think they have the full definition or full breakdown of what they're doing with that. But it could last longer. The only issue that we have now is that every person that comes on, they're probably going to be looking for just that passive income, and you're not seeing as many people come on as it was before, because now they have this negative announcement where it's like, we're going to be decreasing this on the 11th, and it may be more of a sell the rumor, buy the news type of thing. It could be, but I would imagine it's not going to be. If it gets all the way down to 0.5, what I want to know is is there still going to be a 10% tax, or is the tax now 50%? Is that what we're looking at? Because if the tax is 50%, if they're going to give you one chronode and then tax you 50%, that's a different story. But if they give you like say 0.8 and they tax it by 10%, then you're really only getting 0.7. And if you have 0.5, then you're really only getting 4.5 chronodes back. And then so on and so forth, right? If I even get just $10 a day from this position, I'm happy with getting $10 a day. I want to gain $100 a day. That's why I have 3. But even if I gain $10 a day for life, I'm okay with that. That's a free $10 per day, multiplied by the 30 days in the month. I'm gaining $300 per month from this position. That I don't have to add anything to, and I would imagine eventually it's going to fall off, and you're going to see probably right now what it's looking at is about 2.5%, and if we fall down to 1%, not 0.1%, but 1%, then that's still okay. Hey Matt, I heard about VVS Finance, and the staking percentage is huge. What do you think? I think it's huge on the DeFi wallet. It's not huge on anywhere else, from what I understand. But eventually that percentage will go down as people start to stake it. So it's probably so high because you're not having a lot of people that do stake it. But then eventually, when you get into a certain staking period where people are holding it, it gets released and they hold on to that position, it's creating strength within VVS Finance, and then they're going to decrease that staking percentage. So right now, yes, it's great to be able to stake it for, I don't know what percentage. I can go and check on my DeFi wallet real quick. And then hopefully we can fully understand where this is coming from. There we go. Probably going to take a while to get into it. Let me go back. Let me go back really quick. All right, so if I go into, I wish I can bring this up. If I go into earn, we're going to see right now, VVS Finance is at 62% APY. So if you wanted to stake it over on the DeFi wallet, you can get 62%, which is great. Phenomenal. I'll take 62% any day. But it won't stay there. I'm not sure as to how much you pay in fees for anything as you buy it. But yeah, that's what I would say. I mean, 62% is great. CRO, you can stake for 12%, and Atom, you can stake for 15%. And then a lot of other things you're actually staking for a lot less than what you would on Crypto.com's wallet. Like Zelda Inu is also stakeable at 42% on LBank. If you want to go and get an LBank account, it's actually pretty simple. You can quickly download it, set up everything you need to set up, and you can collect, what I'm collecting. I'm collecting 819 Zelda Inu per, per 4 days. Every day it's like 205 or 204. We almost have 200 likes, guys. If you could hit the like button, that would be great. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. Maybe I should buy VVS Finance and just, because VVS Finance looked fine with me. As I went into VVS, VVS Finance was okay. The only thing, I mean, you look at the percentage of circulating supply that's out there. It's 2% of the total circulating supply. That is insanely low. But technically, yeah, it's 2% of the total supply, really. Wait, 2% of the circulating supply or max supply. So the total supply is 36 trillion. Right? You're looking at billions, trillion. 36 trillion. The max supply is 100 trillion. You're looking at 2% of the total supply that is there. So if I put $1,000 in there, it could be diluted by 98%. That's just insane. It says the total supply here is only 40 trillion. So I guess that the max amount that you can have is 100 trillion. So I guess new coins, get minted, possibly. But the total amount that's in circulation is only 3 trillion. The total market cap, let's go back here. The total market cap is at $57 million, which shows some growth potential. However, the dilution shows a fact that you can decrease a lot. So even though you're holding VVS Finance at 62%, it could be diluted a hell of a lot more than you holding 62%. So that's probably my only issue is like if you put $1,000 in there, that $1,000 could be worth nothing even though you're gaining 62%. Does that make sense? It's just there's so much ability for dilution. I just can't. I couldn't. Like I think it's interesting to gain 62%, but on a position that has a potential chance to dilute a hell of a lot, not going to do that. That's just my opinion. Stake your SHIB. Don't let it just sit in your wallet. Yes, absolutely. I called for Bitcoin going to 42 yesterday, and I was right. I love to hear it. Just in case the stream ends, y'all have an awesome day. Everybody does and will have awesome days. Any specific reason for last night crypto pump? No. I mean, the markets decreased quite a bit yesterday. I know with the thought that maybe it's around the the executive order news. I don't know, but I expected to see something positive. Um, soon. I expect to see something positive today because of the fact that we saw some negativity yesterday. Um, but we'll probably see some more negativity tomorrow. Someone get with me in the Discord who knows about staking SHIB. I want to stake mine. I know about staking SHIB. I can tell you about staking SHIB. Do you have crypto.com? Download crypto.com on your phone and we can transfer it over to crypto.com. It's going to be a little bit of a fee when you do send it over, but you can do that because I know you have it on Coinbase, right? So send it from Coinbase Pro or Coinbase Pro over to crypto.com and then stake it over there. You can stake it for 2% over there, which is standard. You can also stake it on FTX, but I haven't used FTX. You could give everyone like 5 or 10 BTD that burn SHIB on the 22nd. A cheap way to reward everybody, get the number of holders up. Yes, you would get the number of holders up, but that would come from the amount that's not in the liquidity pool. So if you have some that's in the liquidity pool, if the liquidity pool gets bought up, then that's when you can hand that out. So essentially, yes, I can buy BTD. I would have to buy 1,000 BTD right now and then hand that out to other wallets, but it would also cost me to hand it out to other wallets. So I can give 5 or 10 BTD to people. That's not a bad idea. But I would have to buy it and then send it and not just send what's in my wallet, because I have a certain amount that's in my wallet that's not in the liquidity pool or not from the liquidity pool. I think it probably would have been, and this is where my inexperience comes in to play with creating crypto coins. It probably would have been better for me to add everything to the liquidity pool at a certain price, buy up what I wanted, and also buy up what will be sold for Shiba Inu. And then we wouldn't really have a huge any type of discrepancy between the coins that are out there and the coins that are stakeable. So right now, if we had a lower price and I was able to add more liquidity to it at that lower price, so say if the price resets itself, let's say if everybody decides to make a move and there's a bunch of people that decide to get out of the position and the price resets itself somewhere around, let's say 15 cents or 20 cents or whatever, I can take a lot of money and take the BTD I have and set up a liquidity pool for that and basically have something brand new. I would probably set it up with because right now I could set up a brand new liquidity pool at a lower price, but the problem is it would decrease the price a heck of a lot. So we can go through methods and understanding all of that, but it would also establish a little bit more out of it. So I would establish the liquidity pool and then I would have to buy up the coin. So I would be spending, a lot of money in order to do that. So it's very tough. But I can always take the amount that I have and send it to people. And if you all sell it, it will decrease the price of BTD. So if you get 10, that'll be about $5. So it would have to be 20 per person because I would like to, I don't know. Because right now it's at 50 cents. And I don't think it'll stay at 50 cents if a lot of people start to sell it, that people that hold it. But I was going to say, maybe it could be an instance to where if people buy BTD, I send you some BTD, and then we can have maybe 1,000 people that are holding BTD, and I send you 20 of that BTD. So say if you buy, 50 of it right now, and that would be $100, or is $100 worth? No, if you buy 50 of it, it'll be $25 worth. I could send you more BTD out of my wallet, and then you can burn off what I send you and keep whatever you had in the beginning. So you always still have that wallet available, but you're selling some BTD in order to burn Shiba Inu. The only thing is that it's a transition. So what you would have is, you know what? How about this? Instead of sending it to you, if you buy BTD, I will match it in the amount that we burn off with Shiba Inu. That could work. So if somebody buys 50, then I will sell 50 to burn it, right? Or maybe, you know what, I wouldn't match it, because if I match it, then it'll just take away what you just did in the price increase. If somebody buys it, I will burn 50% of it. That works. We'll figure it out. We'll do it over, or we'll talk about this over a extended period of time, because we have a couple of days to really talk about it. You spent $1.50 each or more on BTD. See, that's the issue with that person that sold 5,000 of it, decreased the hell out of that position. They sold 5,000, or technically 6,000 of it. What's your opinion on Elon? Do you think SHIB hitting the moon will positively impact Elon? Yes. I think crypto running in general will positively impact Elon. It will positively impact anything that is tied to Shiba Inu in any way. Zelda Inu, Apollo Inu, Inu, Vault Inu, all the different positions. I said Inu, like that's not a position, and it might still be a position. I don't know why. If I type in Inu, and if it comes up, I swear I will be upset. Inu. Okay, good. All right. Doesn't come up. So I was gonna say, if that came up Inu, I would be like, this is just ridiculous. Then they would have Shiba. But yeah, I think anything that runs, when Shiba runs and we see a crypto boom, people are going to be looking for the next thing to get into. So it's not only about taking. Sorry, should I? I'm just reading something else. Where was I going with this? I hate when I do that, because I read some of the chats and then I just distract myself completely. Oh, why? Why did I do that? I'm still reading the chats as I'm thinking about it. Well, I don't know. Will it positively affect Elon? Yes, I think it will. So if we're looking at the entire crypto market and we see a crypto boom, yes, we're going to see everything get positively affected, because people are going to be looking for that next big thing, just like they did with the stock market. You had AMC, you had GME, you had all these other positions that really ran, as well as BB, Bed Bath and Beyond, and BlackBerry, and all of that. And it's just I keep seeing it. I distract myself so much. Oh my goodness. People are looking for that next best thing. So, when you see Zom run, it's going to be the equivalent of Elon running. It's going to be the equivalent of Vault Inu running, and all of those other ones. So that's what I'll go with, because I keep distracting myself. But hopefully you got the point out of that. Just bought Shiba Burn. Thanks for the walkthrough this morning. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Again, all of that stuff helps out. We have 421 holders now, with 732 transactions. The more transactions that we have, the more holders that we have, the better, right? The better the overall situation is, the more that we see get burned off. And let's get this up to 1,000 holders. I would love to get this up to 1,000 holders. Hey, I'm trying to put 30K into CRO. Is this a fake pump? So that's tough to say if it's a fake pump. Putting 30K into CRO is a big step. 40K would obviously get you the higher card, but I don't know if the card even matters. I wanted to make a video yesterday about the cards, um, but I think even if it is a fake pump, this is still at a low point where CRO is now, because CRO is at 41 cents, and it's still at a low point. It's down 7% over the last week. If you look at some of the information here, some of the history, you can see that it was up to 41 cents earlier today. But let's go ahead and look 7 days ago. 7 days ago, this was up to 45 cents. So it shows a lot of strength way above where it is today. And even if you do see it as a fake pump, it's really only a slight bit lower than where these lows are at 34, I guess 35 of a low, and multiple points around that 39 level. So even if you do get in, it's probably for the long term. And to stake it for at least 3 months, you would expect to see something a lot bigger. This can be huge. And it will be huge, especially when more gets burned off. So when we have all this get burned off, if you're looking to hold for the long term, 30K investing right now, 2 cents is not going to mean anything. And it's my opinion, but this is why I keep investing in CRO. I keep investing in CRO because I'm not afraid of where it's at right now. I would be afraid of where it's at when it gets to $3 and then we don't see maybe any movement from there. That's where I get afraid of putting more money in there. However, I probably still will put more money in there. I'm probably going to hold a total of like 40K, even though it's not going to give me any more benefits than the $4,000 card. I'm going to hold 40K because, I don't know what I'm going to hold. I'm probably going to hold 30K in one and then 40K in another because, the whole issue with the new changes. I don't understand why they didn't just make it 40K. Why would they not make it 100K and then it like drops to half? Because, that's not even like competitive at this point. 30K will finally get me to the next card. Oh, okay. So you already have 10K in there and you're looking to get to the icy white card or the rose gold card. I just moved my CRO to the DeFi wallet for 12% APY. You can actually get 12% if you stake with the card. So if you stake with the card at, I think it's the $40,000 level, you get 12%. If you stake at the $4,000 level, it's 10%. Love where CRO is at right now. I just keep loading CRO. It's going out of style. Yeah, exactly. What I do is I take my Chronodes, and let me go back to my Chronos network. I take my Chronodes and I sell them right away for CRO. I swap them for CRO, and yes, it is a fee right away. And I'm glad that I'm doing that because if I would have held on to that CRO for this whole entire time, it would be worth less because I did have CRO when it was around 37 cents or $37, and I decided to sell those, and I sold the ones at 30. I sold the ones at I can't remember where it's at, if I even have it up here. Chronodes. There we go. So I sold some at 37, 38, 38.18, then 29, 25, 20, 19. If I would have sold all of these at a level where it's at right now, it would be $15 that I would have sold all of those at, and it would be less money that I would receive in the end. Instead of receiving $173, I would receive way less. Now I am down on this position. I'm down $1,645, but I'm gathering more CRO every day. So it's giving me a way to get CRO plus gain interest on or APY on CRO as well. Ready for a Shiba Burn party? I'm ready for it. Did you stock up on VeChain, Matt? No, I didn't. I was buying coins and not staking until I seen your content. Thank you. Now I'm earning passive income. Well, that's amazing that you're doing that because there's a lot of people out there that are just buying coins and they don't understand what staking can be. Even if you're only getting 2% on a position, you're still getting more than what you've had in the past, especially if it's long term. If it's a short term position, then I understand not staking the position. But if it's a long-term play, gain your APY, gain your interest, because you're just gaining that much more. CRO or Shiba Inu or OMG network or Bitcoin, right? If you're holding Bitcoin for a long period of time and you know what Bitcoin's going to get to, then stake it. 8.5% on crypto.com. I feel like that's definitely a plus. What sucks though is staking Bitcoin. You're staking over the $30,000 mark. So I don't know if that really applies to it. We have to go into detail of that and see how that does affect it. But I appreciate you saying that. Depending on how much you have invested, you put a high slippage of 20% because the price impact there's taxes. The taxes will be just 13%. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been doing as well, Matt. I have 5 nodes. That's good enough for now until I see the price of CRN go back up. Well, that's the thing is like, is this an instance to where we can get more nodes for a cheaper price? Or is this an instance to where we're like, I don't want to get any more nodes. I don't want to spend any more money. Is this a place where I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm okay with the fact that I, um, at a loss, I would lose $2,100. But if I can take these nodes, compound them, whatever I do have, and take that money and throw it back in at $15. So say if I have 1,450 CRO, that's worth about 50 cents, 40 cents. You can obviously do the math there and just say it's probably divided. It's uh yeah, we're looking at yeah. So we're looking at $580 worth. So then I could take that and multiply it by or divide it by 15, divided by $15, and I can get 38. So technically, I can buy another 2 nodes without spending any more money, and then I can expect that price of nodes to go up. So should I take that leap? Should I take that risk in doing that and essentially get that money back? Because right now I can get 5 nodes. Like I can grab another 2 nodes, which means that it would be very, very easy for me to, get that money back if the price does go up. However, is the price going to go back up? Is the price going to get back up to $30 or $40 or $50? Who really knows, right? So I could be doing that, and I could be comfortable with the 1,000 or 2,100 that I lost, and then see the price of Crow nodes go down, and I would gain $25, per value there. So it would be maybe if it goes down to $5 or so, it goes down to $10. That could be insanely low. So that's a risk that maybe I'm willing to take. $2,000. I've made that in the crypto market, and I can make that up again. Should I compound right now, especially at these low prices of CRN? Right, this is $15.62. I can get 2 more nodes right now if I wanted to at a low price and see this thing skyrocket based off of a lot of this negative news that we have here. Now, can it go even lower? Yeah, it can go even lower. It shows no real like huge signs of support where it's at right now, so it can definitely go lower. Um, but it's risky. It's very, very risky. Um, I still can't get Shiba Burn. It doesn't work for me. I don't know why, but I'll work on making it work. I want to do my part. Yeah, again, if you go over to Shiba Burn and go and buy it with Ethereum if you have Ethereum in your wallet. Um, and let me go ahead and connect my wallet because I keep changing it from different positions to different places. Let me go ahead and change it to the Ethereum network. And you can just easily buy it by adjusting the slippage. Go up here, adjust the slippage to like 15, and you should be able to go through with it. And if it doesn't work there, adjust it to 17. But it worked for me at 15, and I was able to buy it with like $27. But right now, I think we have 421 holders, people that are really interested in seeing this position grow, and also Shiba Inu burn. So that's great. Matthew, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Hype people up with new AVAX staker post. It's really cool and is not a waste of time. We'll have to look into it. Yes, I'm currently getting 2% on SHIB and working my way up to the Ruby card. Well, that's amazing. I got 3 million tokens of SHIB, hoping for it to reach $1. Yeah, we all are hoping for that. And hopefully you can gain some APY as things are going along, or things are moving along there. I want to see what CRO is going to do this week. If CRO gets to 50 cents and CRN remains 15-ish, that's what I'm asking myself as well. But people definitely overreact to the 0.2 or 0.1% thereafter. The thing is, they're looking at it. A lot of people that I saw took it as a different way. Like they looked at it as it was going to get to 0.1. Like it could go to 0.2 or 0.1. That would be less than 1%, but it's very sustainable at that point. Per day, if you look at over the long period of time, you're going to be able to gain a lot. And yes, people would overreact, but hopefully they can remain sustainable and do something for the long term. I would hope for like 6 months, 7 months, and get to a higher price point, because what we want is something that is sustainable, that we can get paid per day. And that's why I'm looking at it and I'm like, should I take this amount of CRN and change it to this, or should I wait? Because right now we're seeing people overreact to Crow nodes, and I'm okay with that. You can overreact to Crow nodes all you want, because I may end up getting in at a lower price. And I don't know if things will just completely fall out from underneath it and we won't see things run back up, but I think we are going to see things run back up. I would hope that we can fall down to this level of $2 so I can buy a crap ton of nodes and just risk my $2,100. Because again, you don't I would say scared money doesn't make money, because scared money does make money, but it just doesn't make as much money as people that take more risky plays. And I'm not saying that you want to just take all risky plays. I take a lot of conservative plays. I have my long-term investments. My short-term investments are here for more risk. And then I also want to include things that are more risky. So for me, I'm okay with losing that $1,200, or sorry, $2,100. I'm okay with that. I know that I can make that back. That's no problem at all. And it's going to give me a potential chance of passive income where this can get to $100 per coin. And if it gets to $100 per coin, even if we're getting 0.2, right? If we're getting 0.2 back, which would be $20 of that $100, I still would end up gaining $100 out of it. Now, if we end up staying at 0.5 and I have 5 nodes, then I'm going to be able to gain a decent amount from it. I'll be happy with it. That's what I'm saying. I asked myself, but people are definitely overreacting to 0.1 and 0.2. Thereafter, I want to wait until the 11th at least to see what they do. The thing is I don't want it to go to skyrocket and then miss out on my opportunity to buy more than I just hold hold two because I'm not physically buying more. I'm just reinvesting it to see where that does go. If you want to buy a Shiba Burn, try starting with 100 at least. Was applied to coin market cap. Yeah, where are we at with that? Um, on the ticket list or ticket system. I saw on Shiba Burn's Twitter page that we were still in like the what hundreds of thousands or something. And I don't know if this is updated, so 415,000. So that's where your ticket number is. I don't know if that's updated and where that is right now on March 9th. I hope that it has gone through and we can get listed on coin market cap so we can figure out a lot of stuff there. Jasmine coin is super cheap right now. Yes, it is very cheap. I don't know how much I trust it because there's a lot of dilution from what I remember. If you have Twitter, please retweet this. What is that? The Burn YouTube channel is live 24/7. All proceeds are applied to Shiba Inu, and all transactions are shown as the most legit dude in this community. Yes, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. I will like it and I will retweet it. Ship Army. Okay, perfect. I'll retweet it. Let's see. So we have 157 people here. The market is open. I don't know how the market's doing. We haven't really talked about it. A lot of things are green today. Love seeing the green. Love seeing all this green. CRO, up 5.7%. Palantir up 4.5%. Mullen is down 5%. SoFi is up 3%. ZOM is up 2. AMC is up 2. GME is up 2. Right. Snap is up 4. Disney is up 2 as well, 2.5. That's down quite a bit from where it was. 150, 140, 160. Being down that low is kind of crazy, kind of insane. Yeah, stock market looks decent today. It looks reasonable. Hey Matt, sorry, did you ever make a video on Cronodes, how to stake Cronodes on it? Um, yes, I think I did. I think it was the first one that I did. How to actually do it. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure at this point, but I think I did. What do you think about Ren? I have Ren. I have about 100, I think, of Ren, or $100 worth of Ren, and I like where Ren is going. I like the growth, and I need to buy more. I want to buy probably somewhere around 500 to 1,000 of it. People overreact to drip 3 times. Run cycles, and this type of investment. Look at the chart. Drip over its lifespan. Gotta be patient for that. Just keep increasing the position of SHIB and stake. So when it hits $1, you'll be happy, not financial advice. Having issues buying Shiba Burn, use 15% slippage. It will work. Yeah, that's what I did. Uh, SHIB hit $1 if burn is 99.4% of the supply. SHIB could hit $1 and more. Yeah, I think it can definitely hit there. But it all depends what the market cap is. So yes, if you burn off 99%, it can hit $1. If you burn off 98%, it can hit 1 cent. At just realizing a level of $100 billion market cap, which it definitely can get to. And I think as we start to see the crypto market end up becoming very, very popular, and it already is popular, and get as popular as maybe the stock market, if not more, we can possibly see that easily hit 100 billion, if not 200. But I like to be conservative and say that it's probably going to be somewhere around 50 billion. I buy $50 of SHIB each and every day. That's great to hear. SHIB just needs burn more than 48.3%. Would have to spend time on that one. Is Ren a good investment? I think Ren is a good investment, just surely based on the chart. I haven't looked into a lot of the movements there. I haven't looked into a lot of uh, the use case behind it. But based on the chart and based on history, yes, I would say it is. Where do you learn what you know about crypto in general and what you look at for current and newer tokens? What resources would you recommend for learning the ins and outs? So there's different ways to invest in crypto. A lot of people will focus on what the use is behind it, but most people are trying to look at the top cryptos to get into, which you should care about the use case, because how does it get above and beyond or go above and beyond when it comes to new things that are coming on, when it comes to the metaverse, when it comes to just changing the overall mindset behind crypto and what you can do with it, smart contracts, all the different staking methods, DAOs or nodes or whatever you have there. You have all different types of use cases behind them. Um, but the way that I go about research, a lot of times I'm looking into lower name coins that don't really have the push behind it yet, but do have a community that's looking to push it up and shows that it has a lot of strength. So most likely I'll look into a position and first look at the circulating supply to understand what the circulating supply is, understand what the market cap is to look if it does have potential for growth. Then I'm looking at the popularity. Is it on a lot of uh, exchanges? Can it get on any other exchange after that? I'm also looking at the amount of volume that goes through it because the popularity depends on the volume, not just how many accounts are out there, how many exchanges are out there, because you can be on 1,000 exchanges but with no volume. So I'm looking at the amount of dollars of volume. Then I want to get into the actual data of the amount of holders to see whether it is, scamish or anything like that, whether you have, people that are holding way more than 10%, or way more than 5%, or the top 25 addresses are holding like 100% of the supply. I like to look into a lot of that stuff, but I don't really have any sources. I just kind of learned as I went along. Sorry for any noise that I'm making on the Let It Burn channel because I'm fixing my mic. But I liked really just doing my own research into things and seeing how it worked, learning as I failed. But I didn't invest too much into the crypto markets as I did fail. And as the market started to fluctuate, I really started to research how that fluctuation uh, affects your investments, right? You're going to see the fluctuation as it does decrease a hell of a lot, affect your investments a hell of a lot. But I had training from previous investments in the stock market where I'm investing in things that are less volatile and understand what I do at the lows and what I do at the highs and understanding discipline. So I learned crypto a lot later than some people, but I feel like I still had a leg up because I've had investing experience for quite some time. So uh, I kind of learned just by errors and by mistakes. hopefully that helps in a way. I am going to be creating a whole like course on what I look at when it comes to crypto and investing. Right now, I'm recording the investing one, and it's going to be on Patreon. So it's not going to be any more than what people are already paying on Patreon, but it's going to be the top two levels on Patreon. So I'm going to do the expert profit hands and the financial freedom level. That's going to be around investing, the basics on investing, getting into investing, then we can get into more advanced stuff. But we're going to do all the basics of each thing. So whether we're talking about stocks or whether we're talking about crypto, and even the basics of real estate, which I really want to get into. So I'm doing research for myself, not really to give you a course, just to give you what I learn. So more of like, this is my day in the life of learning, the um, in investing real estate or investing in real estate. So that'll be longer term. But I do want to invest in real estate once the housing market like settles down a bit, because it's a little ridiculous. Like my house shouldn't be worth as much as it is, but it is. Like there's a house that we were looking at that it was on my Zillow list or whatever, and we were looking at it probably, it was like 4 years ago, which things can change. And it was like 150,000. We were looking for anything expensive for our first house. Our next house is probably going to be something a new build, and just like this one was, but a lot bigger, because I feel like there's not enough space and I need a dedicated room for recording, or a dedicated area for recording with soundproof ceiling and walls and all that other type of stuff, with the simulator room and all that stuff. But yeah, we were looking at a house that was 150,000 or whatever, and it just sold for like 300 plus $1,000. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like that had like no space at all. That's the reason why we didn't choose it, is because it didn't have a lot of space. The rooms were small, and it still sold for $300,000. And I'm just in awe at this market. And I retweeted your retweet. Hey Matt, if you get a chance, can you take a look at Bion? Yeah, I can take a look at it. What time is it? I'm gonna have to get out of here soon. I don't. We don't have any data on that, so hopefully that's. Oh, I'm missing an N. Yeah, I still don't have any data on that, but maybe we can get to it another time. I want to get through some chats before I get out of here. What are your thoughts on Mirror Protocol? I'm not going to go through something right now, because I'm going to get out of here. You've talked about SHIB hitting a single digit. I've not talked about SHIB hitting a single digit. I expect them to. What do you mean single digit? I don't know what that means. Um, have you heard of it? Basically, the GPS tunnel. I have heard of XYO. Thanks. I just bought another 100 in Doge, and I'm thinking about Ren. 50% SHIB, 50% Alpine. Zelda Inu is a gem. Save a life and change your life. Hold together. Yes, I hear you. Yes, real estate is my long-term goal. Banking on SHIB to fund my investments. That's a smart idea, as long as SHIB does run. If it runs short term, and not short term as in within the year, because I don't want to pay short term capital gains tax. I would love to pay long term capital gains tax. So I hope that all of this happens. I don't know how long it's going to take for that to happen, because I'll probably only sell like 20 million at the first instance, or my first selling point. But I need to buy all of it now, so that when it gets to March of next year, I can sell a good portion of it and still be holding for a year and have short-term capital gain or long-term capital gains tax on that rather than short-term. I do hard money loans. Basically, I fund people who flip houses. Well, that's great. That's great. If you make money from it and you have a income strategy for it, that's phenomenal. All right, guys. Well, I have to get out of here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep the 24-hour live stream up. We'll probably reset it like maybe every week. People said that I should reset it every day, but we'll see. Um, I'm trying to give people ads. I press ads all the time, but I just don't know how to do more here. I wish I had an ability to press the ad button every single. Maybe if I had like some sort of bot that would automatically press the ad button every time, that would be amazing. But anyways, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys, if you have a chance, go over to Shiba Burn's Twitter page. So click into or just type in at Shiba Burner or Shiba Burn ERC20. You'll be able to go here and go into the website, and it'll take you to this page to where you can go into the Etherscan, see all the detail. You can go into white papers if you want up top. You can basically figure out everything you wanted to figure out, and then you can also go to Shiba Burn here and buy some today. Adjust the slippage to 15%. Maybe I'll do another video on it to see how many people can get into it. And yeah, I think we can do something big with this position. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.